golf club free fall twice, just a half swing. On the first one, we'll push off on the right leg and turn the left hip slowly. And then on the second one, we will turn the left hip a little quicker, and we'll see what that does to the stick. So let's go one time with slow legs, just a half swing. Okay, now we're going to turn the left hip quicker, and we'll see what that does to the stick. What happened on the second one? What did the club do? It went fast. Which muscles made the club go? If we want massive relaxation on top, do we? Yeah. And what do we need down here, massive relax? Stress, tension, and torque. Millions of golfers, not on purpose, got this whole thing backwards. When we play golf, where is the tension, everybody? The neck, upper back, shoulders, arms, the hands, even the muscles of the face. And guess what our hips and thighs are doing? Take a guess. And then every once in a while, the worst thing in the world will happen to us. Once in a while, with the bad swing, what do we do?
Get a good shot.
A good one. Yep. I'm going to let you know when we hit a good shot with a bad swing, the flight of the golf ball will trap your mind into believing you swung the club right and will make you try to do it wrong again. You know the friends we play golf with? They will trick us too. Because when we hit a good shot with a bad swing, what do our friends?
Nice shot.
They pat us on the back. They tell us things like, keep swinging the club like that, you'll be terrific. If we hit a good shot with a bad swing, you know what I want you to do? Turn to your friends and tell them, don't pay any attention to that. We just witnessed a miracle. In all sports skills, the legs are everything. Before we do this last exercise, I want to ask you something. How many of us, we're going to put your power muscles in alignment, which is going to help you speed up your hips and thighs. And with this next thing you're going to notice immediately you're going to hit the ball further. Before we do it, who's been playing golf for a fairly long time? If we play by the rules, no cheating, no mulligans, or any of that stuff, who would probably right now shoot above 90 and you've been playing golf a long time and you're trying your best? How long have you been playing?
30 years.
What's the first name? Paul. Paul's at this game 30 years. Paul's not breaking 90, and I know for a fact, even though we just met today, I know every time he gets out there, he tries his best on every shot. 30 years ago, Paul decides he does not care about golf, but he would love to learn to speak Spanish. It is now 30 years later, and Paul doesn't know 2 words in Spanish. What should Paul do? What should he do?
Kill himself.
Shouldn't he change his study habits? Shouldn't he change what he learns and how he learns? And don't take any tips from the Frenchman you play golf with. Did anybody play football or baseball in high school? Which sport did you do, sir?
I played football.
All right, what's the first name?
Ben.
Ben played football. If we go back to Ben's high school days right now, and it's football season, where do we find Ben every single day after school? Where is he? He was at practice every day. Why, Ben? Would you share it with us, please?
Well, because that's how we improve their skills.
Well, that's because the coach said so. That's right. Ben, you're no longer on the football team, correct?
No.
Ben doesn't play football anymore. Let's make the presentation. Come on, Ben. Here you go, Ben. Now you're on the golf team. Now, what does Ben need to do every day? He's got to show up for dress rehearsal. It's his own home, but he's got to show up. In all sports skills, the legs are everything. Have you ever watched a ball game on television and noticed some ball players like Eli Manning, who just won the Super Bowl, that's a little bow-legged? Have you ever noticed that? And then you have some ball players that appear to be a little bit knock-kneed. Have you ever noticed those, like up in Boston, the Red Sox, Big Poppy, and Josh Beckett, the pitcher? Both of them are knock. And then you have some like Derek Jeter, right, or Tom Brady in New England, that are pigeon-toed. Have you ever noticed a ball player that's pigeon-toed? They're the best one. Who are some other ball players besides Derek Jeter and Tom Brady that are pigeon-toed? Any? Joe Namath was pigeon-toed, sure he was. Who else?
Willie Mays.
Willie Mays, pigeon-toed a lot.
Yeah.
Who else? Baseball, big. 714, New York Yankees. Well, Babe Ruth is pigeon-toed, sure. Jackie Robinson. Andre Agassi, the tennis player. John Elway, these are all pigeon-toed people. Michael Jordan, the basketball player. Have you ever seen a really great ball player come running out on the field like this here?
When are they gonna go there?
Didn't see that. What was your first name, sir? Mark. Mark, can you help me? Mark and I are going to do a strength test. You can just leave your club there. You're going to do this with your partner in just a minute. Look at you right there, Mark, facing everybody this way. Mark, if you get wider with your feet, please. No, just take your right foot and toe it out a little more. All right. Mark, I'm going to take, right now his power muscles are out of alignment. I'm going to take Mark's left arm here, and I'm going to push this arm to that hip. Your job is to go straight up all you got. So let's do one drive run. Ready, set, go. Go straight up all you got. Okay, good enough. When you do this with your partner every